Emperor's dead.
So what happens now?
We retaliate, Commander. The Empire will assault the very foundation of the rebels' pathetic belief in themselves. Tell me, Aiden, what is the source of their belief?
Hope.
Correct. This messenger's presence is a great honor, one I choose to share with my daughter.
Admiral Versio, Operation Cinder is to begin at once. Resistance, rebellion, defiance. These are concepts that cannot be allowed to persist. You are but one of many tools by which these ideas shall be burned away. Heed my messenger. He shall relay you to your target.
Operation Cinder is the last command of our Emperor, and the first step in securing our future. Inferno is crucial to its success.
What's our target?
You are not verified.
That information can wait. For now. Here are our next assignments. They are unusual. But these are unusual times. Go, Commander. Do what you do best.
I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Hello and welcome to Star Wars Battlefront II Starfighter Assault. In this video we'll be taking a look at this new game mode in the beta and offering up a few tips along the way. The map is called Fondor and the premise is quite simple. As a rebel you'll be carrying out a strike on a damaged Star Destroyer docked in an Imperial repair station above the planet Fondor. And as an Imperial, of course your job is to repel the assault and fight back. The action is fast-paced and hectic with multiple stages and objectives along the way. Before you join the battle though, you'll need to choose a starfighter, and each team has access to a fighter, an interceptor or a bomber, all with their own unique special abilities. Fighters are X-Wings and TIE Fighters. These are your all-around options and will give you a nice balance of speed, damage and health. The TIE Fighter is one of my personal favourites and has access to an afterburner for a quick burst of speed, a lock-on torpedo for fire and forget, and a devastating laser barrage. Use the barrage when you're lined up and behind an opponent and be sure that you can hit as many shots as possible. It will deal a load of damage if you do that. The interceptor vehicles are the A-Wing and the TIE Interceptor. These ships are faster, deal tons of damage in a quick strike, but have less health. Get in there, deal out as much firepower as possible and get out in a flash. The A-Wing is great with its concussion missile and target lock combination. The bomber class starfighters tend to have more health and can deliver devastating payloads to their targets. The TIE Bomber and Y-Wing are great for attacking objectives because of this. If the dual photon torpedoes hit a target, it's definitely going to hurt. The TIE Bomber has a multi-missile lock too and electronic countermeasures which prevent other ships from locking onto it. Once you've picked your starfighter and are in the battle, focus on playing the objective as much as possible. As a rebel you'll have a limited number of reinforcements before you'll lose the game, and your first task is to destroy Imperial cruisers in the area. These will be clearly marked with attack on your heads-up display. Go in for attacks on these as frequently as possible and you can have your teammates support you with covering fire to keep any bogeys off your 6. You'll get bonus battle points for attacking these objectives too. As an Imperial during the initial stage, of course you want to stop this from happening. Take out as many rebel ships as you can, destroy the blockade runners when you see them, and also make sure to go for any Y-Wing bombers you see attempting to deal heavy damage on your defences. The next attacking stage for the rebels is to destroy the shield projectors in the dock. You'll have to carry out some tricky manoeuvres to get access to them though. They're actually inside, hidden away. You'll see them on your heads-up display as large spheres. I'd recommend entering this section here at one of the large entrances. This will allow you to fly straight on and do damage to multiple shield projectors in one pass. Use as many of your abilities as possible. Y-Wings will also assist you in dealing damage, so keep an eye out for those and defend them if you can. The Imperials will be fighting back against you the whole time though. Flying around the entrances as a TIE Fighter will guarantee that you spot any rebels attempting to damage the objectives, and they will be very easy targets in these confined areas of the dock. Now if the rebels manage to destroy all of the shield projectors, the final stage will begin. The rebels must now attack several power couplings, and if they manage to take them down, the shield will go down and the Star Destroyer reactor will be vulnerable. As a rebel, this is your time to strike. Hit the reactor on the underneath of the Star Destroyer here with as much firepower as you can muster before the shield comes back online. Focus fire on it and with enough punishment it will explode, leading to a rebel victory. Of course the Imperials will be fully aware of this happening and will attempt to wipe out your reinforcements before this can happen, so stay sharp and play the objective if you want to lead your team to victory. One element of Starfighter Assault we haven't mentioned yet though is hero ships. If you accrue enough battle points and a hero ship is available, you'll be able to come into the fight as a powerful hero unit. In the beta on this level, the rebels have access to the iconic Millennium Falcon and Poe Dameron's Black 1 X-Wing. The Falcon is particularly fun to use. It's tanky and can dish out a ton of firepower with its main cannons and dual concussion missiles. If you're an expert pilot, you can even fly it into small spaces and put out some damage on objectives, turrets and Imperial hero ships. And talking about Imperial hero ships, they'll have access to Slave 1 and the Scimitar here. Slave 1 is amazing to fly and can drop a devastating seismic charge, while the Scimitar is more of an assassin ship that can activate a cloaking mode, receiving a huge damage buff when it decloaks. So coming up behind rebel starfighters like this can be devastating for your enemies if you hit your shots. Hero ships in Starfighter Assault are incredibly powerful assets. If you can afford to spend your battle points on one of them, make sure to play strategically and maximize its potential rather than just flying in headfirst without really thinking about it. And my final tip for this video is star cards. Each class of Starfighter has 3 star card slots, even hero ships too. And in the beta there are some star cards which you can unlock and equip. These will change the way that your Starfighter operates. For example, I have a rare star card here that I can equip for the fighter class that will reduce the overheat cooldown by 30%, or tuned lasers that will increase my primary weapon damage. On my A-Wing, here I'm equipping a card which improves my primary weapon's resistance to overheating by 10%. Choosing the right combination of star cards for your playstyle is important, so don't forget to equip them once you've unlocked them. And there we have it, those are my Starfighter Assault tips for the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. I hope that this helps you along the way and you can become an accomplished and deadly pilot. Remember, when attacking an enemy that's moving, try and get your crosshair in the smaller circle to hit them, and also if your Starfighter is travelling slower, you'll be able to make tighter turns. Thank you for watching guys. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. Subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.
Assignment accepted. Sentry mode activated. Grenade out. P1 unit activated. Grenade out. target. Grenade prime. Squad assignment accepted. Good luck, turret. Grenade armed. That came from behind. Targeting grenade. Roger, roger. Get counterattack. Hostile tunnel. Targeting down. Sentry mode activated. Grenade out. Sentry guns online. Grenade prime.
There's a Star Destroyer docked for repairs in the shipyard. Vulnerable, but far from defenseless.
Proceeding to the rendezvous point.
Our forces won't stand a chance with those cruisers in place. Commence attack run.
Initiating attack run.
Today, this empire falls. I'm out!
A Y-Wing squadron has joined us. Cover them so they can perform a bombing run.
I can't... We've lost the pilot.
All right, everybody. Let's get this done.
Our blockade.
Entering the fight. Bombers can help our chances.
We'll never get through while those Imperial cruisers are still there.
Just took out a time.
One of our blockade runners is taking damage. Defend it. This will be impossible if we don't take out those cruisers first.
Target destroyed.
One cruiser down. One to go. Our numbers are starting to get thin. Wrap this up or we'll have to disengage. Both blockade runners are down. The cruisers are down. Scanning for additional...
Moving in.
That dock is heavily shielded. We'll need to target those generators.
Intercepting the enemy. Anybody need a hand? I'm giving up.
Good work. Our Y-Wings finished their bombing run.
Need a lot of... With the hotshot piloting, there are lives on the line. Let's show them what this rebellion is all about. Lucky shot. Your ship can't take much more of that. System. Enemy vessels inbound. Deflectors offline. Another down. System wide. Ship destroyed. Losing.
The shields around the dock are still in place. Destroy those generators.
System.
Our numbers are starting to get thin. Wrap this up or we'll have to disengage. lost too many. We retreat to fight another day.
You